All right, Shalom. This is Brother Yahawah here with GMS Charlotte. I want to start off by giving all honor, glory, and praises to the Heavenly Father and the Son, Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahawashi. Double honors to my elders and my apostles at Great Millstone for teaching me this truth. And salutations to you, Akim, out there in the four corners, laboring in this truth and pushing with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 11, verse 7. It says, "Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first and then rebuke." I'm going to read it again. Sirach 11 and 7. "Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first and then rebuke." All right. So I got this little picture up here that says, when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. Okay. That's a little saying that people used to use, that people use, out there in the world, man. And to some extent, it's true. Because when you assume or presume a matter without understanding the whole situation, you make an ass of yourself, man. You make yourself look foolish. Okay? And as men being in this truth, no man should be assuming, okay? That's really what women do. Okay? Presuming or assuming situations, all right, implying things that are unjust. Okay, like say, for example, you may have a woman and she talk about oh, I think you cheating on me, and so on and so forth, which that's incorrect because, there's no such thing as a man cheating on a woman, but you get the point. She may talk about I think you cheating on me, or you cheating on me, and so on and so forth, man. All right, that's what women do. They assume shit. Okay? And we're supposed to be spiritual. That's why the men of the Lord, man, we examine the whole situation. Okay? If it's something above our matters or above our spirit at the current time, hey, leave it alone. Even the scriptures say to search not out the things that are too hard for you. All right, but this is just talking about any situation, man, that might come up. Okay, you got to look at both sides of the stories, man. Okay, I'm gonna read it again. It says, "Blame not before thou hast examined the truth." All right, so don't go pointing fingers before you understood the whole situation. All right, that's what women do. Okay, that's why women ain't supposed to be in charge at any point. Okay, because the Lord, Yahawashi, he's a righteous judge. Okay, and we got to be like the Lord. We got to examine the situation as a whole on a spiritual aspect. All right, be spiritual about things, not carnal. We're not supposed to be pointing fingers until we examine the whole situation and understood the situation as a whole. Okay? And this is both in the truth and in everyday life, man. Okay? It says understand first and then rebuke. So I want to get that word assume right quick. And it was made in the early 15th century. It says to arrogate, take upon oneself. To take up, take to oneself. Take besides. Obtain in addition. All right, I'm gonna jump down to the other portion, because there's a point I want to get. It says to suppose, to take for granted without proof as the basis of argument. Okay, so you just supposing something is the way it is without looking at the whole argument, man. Okay, like let's say it's an argument of three people. Okay, well, like three people. Two of them do something wrong, but the third person, not knowing what the hell is going on, might take up for one person without hearing the whole story. All right, that's why we gotta analyze the whole situation, man. All right, don't just be jumping to conclusions and shit, because you're gonna make yourself look like an asshole, man. Okay, like being in this truth, man. The last thing we need is to be getting cut up. Well, not even cut up. Salaki, I really don't even want to use that. But we don't want to look bad on our behalf, man, because, hey, that's why we give double honors to the elders and the apostles for teaching us the truth, man. All right? They teach us the truth so that way we can't get look bad in front of scoffers and fallouts, man. That's the last thing you want. That's the last thing that should be happening, man. Brothers need to be on point with everything. Okay, we're not supposed to be looking bad in front of the elders, man. If you're gonna jump into a matter, whether it concerns you or not, man, make sure you have facts, man. Okay, make sure you understood the whole situation before just jumping to conclusions and shit, man. Women do that, you know? And I take this matter for myself, man, because, you know, just a little testimony. Hey, I've just been guilty of that. A lot of brothers, really. But you know what I'm saying? Something recently just happened, and I was guilty of that, man. Assuming, you know, making, just being presumptuous and shit, man. Okay? And I'm not apologizing for it. It's just, shit just happens. But next time, I know to look at the situation as a whole and not just take action. Okay? Brothers got to look at the whole situations. Sirach 11:8, it says, answer not before thou hast heard the cause, neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk. Yeah, it says, answer not before thou hast heard the cause. So if you didn't hear the whole cause, keep your fucking mouth shut, man. Or again, understand the situation. All right? It says, neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk. Okay? And that's a strong life lesson. Because if you don't know what the hell is going on, or you don't understand what's going on, but you're ready to jump to a fucking conclusion after somebody, you know, make just one point out of many, hey, man, you going off. All right? You totally going off. All right? Because you didn't understand the whole matter first. You just jumped to the conclusion. You didn't look at the whole cause. Okay? Again, women choose not to look at the whole fucking cause. They want to hear one side of the story and then run with it, not knowing the other person may be right or wrong. Okay? And again, in this truth, man, we're supposed to be spiritual. So let me go back to that picture right quick. When you assume you make an ass out of you and me, all right? And the last thing we need is to be making an ass out of ourselves and the elders, man. Okay, because again, the elders taught us this truth. That's why we give double honors to them. Okay? So let me get this. In the book of Corinthians, yeah, 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 15. It says, but he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judged of no man. Again, we're supposed to be spiritual in this truth, man. Okay? Not feeding into the flesh with the carnal things. Okay? And one of those carnal things is making assumptions or being presumptuous before the whole matter is understood. Okay? All right? We got to be spiritual about things. Observe the whole situation. It says, but he that is spiritual judgeth all things. So when you be spiritual about a situation, when you have heard and concluded the whole matter, then make a judgment. Okay? Because that's what the elders did in the ancient world. That's what Yahawashi did. All right? He judged the whole, he observed the whole matter, and then he made a judgment, man. Okay? But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judged of no man. Okay? So we can't be judged by niggas in the world. But we can be judged by Yahawashi if we went off on something, okay? So niggas in the world, they can't get at us, okay? They can't come against us. But the Lord can if we went off on something. All right, that's why it says we are judged of no man. Because yeah, we're spiritual, and yeah, brothers is gonna go off sometimes, and that's why the Lord deals with us, man. All right, that's why we can't get cut up by scoffers, you know. And that goes back to saying, man, if you don't understand the situation, or if it's too much for you, just don't deal with it. Just leave it alone. Okay? Let me see if it's any more on that Sirach. I think I could go a little bit more into it. Let me just double check so I can just bear with me, Baba Kasha. Oh yeah, I can. It says this is the book of Sirach, chapter 11, verse 9. It says, strive not in a matter that concerneth thee not, and sit not in judgment with sinners. Yeah. If the matter is too much for you, or if it doesn't concern you, okay, just leave it alone, man. You know, let another brother deal with it or handle it, man. All right, we got to be spiritual because what? We got young brothers in this truth, okay? And jumping to conclusions like that is being hasty. And that's one of the last things you want to be in this truth, man. Again, I'm guilty of that too. All right? And I'm sure a lot of brothers is, man. All right? Stop being fucking hasty. Understand the whole situation. And if the matter don't concern you, leave it the hell alone. You know, brothers be so quick to jump to conclusions and cut somebody up that they don't even prepare themselves for the judgment, man. Okay? Next thing you know, the scoffer might be right and you might be wrong. Okay? It says, and sit not in judgment with sinners. Yeah. You know, being hasty and shit. You're going to sit in judgment with sinners, man. All right? That's why certain situations, if it's too much for you or if it don't concern you, just leave it the hell alone. Okay? Because it could be on another level. While you being at, I don't know, maybe a earlier level, man. Okay? In the spirit. If it don't concern you, just leave it alone, man. All right? Examine the situation and then go ahead and make a judgment. Because again, we spiritual, we're not carnal, we're not presumptuous. Okay? Verse 11. Oh no, Salakia, verse 10. My son, meddle not with many matters, for if thou meddle much, thou shalt not be innocent. And if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain, neither shalt thou escape by fleeing. It says, meddle not with, it says, my son, meddle not with many matters. Again, if it's too much for you, leave it the hell alone, man. Okay? Don't be in every single situation. All right? Because chances are, you're going to be wrong. Sometimes you're going to be wrong. But that's why we aim to be right, man. Okay? And the Lord will give you a sign on whether a situation is too much for you. Okay? The Lord is always going to send you a sign. You know? Maybe you post a video responding to somebody else's bullshit. And then, I don't know. Maybe the video take like hours and hours to upload. That might be the Lord sending you a sign. Okay? Or maybe your phone or computer go out. That might be a sign from the Lord saying, hey, okay, this is just, hey, don't do this. All right, just leave it alone. All right? And if thou follow after, thou shalt not obtain, neither shalt thou escape by fleeing. Yeah, you can't just run away from the situation either. All right, because what? You got yourself involved in it. So now, you guilty. You committed an offense. All right, by jumping to conclusions and shit. Trying to take up for somebody else without, or take up for one person without looking at the whole damn matter. Okay? So with that being said, I pray that was edifying, man. Brothers, just continue to be spiritual. Okay? And just do your best to examine the whole situation, man. You know? And I brought Tazah. Until next time, man. Halalyam, Yahawashi, Yahawashi. Shalom.